Okay, so I've walked into Uncle Keith's. It's Monday, and we have got ourselves the next project, which is, and you can't probably tell, but it's a DC5 Integra, and it's.
It doesn't look like one now.
No, it doesn't, because you've took a load of bits off it, ain't you, Keith?
It don't look like the same vehicle, does it?
No, it doesn't.
With bits taken off it.
But yes, it's having a full respray in this blue. What's this blue called, Keith?
Arctic blue.
Is it?
Yeah. I went for it with a customer this morning.
All right, okay, cool,
I
cool.
may have forgot.
May have forgot. But it's all right, I'm sure we'll paint it all the same colour no matter what we decide. Now, I've noticed there's a couple of marks on it where you've marked that there's a couple of dents to remove.
Yeah, we've got to...
We've still got to get the glass out, as you can see. It is going to be a beautiful car. We've got the bumpers off. We've got... it's got a nice bonnet that we don't need to paint, thankfully. But as you can see, here is said engine bay of this DC5. So, Keith, it's a good couple of weeks' work for yourself.
Yeah.
Because I do try and explain to people that at Uncle Keith's, we concentrate on one car at a time. It's that attention to detail, meaning that when the customer drops his car off, this is the only car we're working on until it's completed.
Yeah, I mean, I can't have this car in bits repairing it and then have another car in bits.
Of course.
So all I can do is do one.
Yeah.
The good thing with that is we can do one to the, you know,
Absolute best of
our abilities.
Yeah,
and,
fantastic.
Give the car the attention it deserves.
Yeah. And I like the fact that, obviously, I did say to the customer, we can pop down any time and see how we're getting on. He's going to drop a couple of parts off because we've already realised that we need some rear light seals.
Yeah, someone had glued the rear lights in.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to this one because this car is going to be one of those cars that when it's finished, I know how good it's going to look. I can already envisage how good this is going to look when it's done. Now, the bumpers were just an off colour, just slightly, weren't they? Yeah. It looked like perhaps it had been painted in some areas before.
Yeah, there's a few bits. This wing and doors had some paintwork.
Yeah.
The other side's
now, I know that this door is actually not the original door, and that's because, as you can see, some scumbag tried to steal this car and really did do some damage. So we've marked up, as you can see, Keith's marked up a couple of areas that are needing attention before he starts.
Yeah, the customer was telling me earlier somebody had this door and bent it right over with the knee in the door. That's why it's had a different. They've like levered that, then grabbed it and bent it.
But what do they think they're doing when they're in?
I don't know.
What do they think they're doing? Because
then the door's all sticking out and they've...
Yeah, but also, how quick do they think they're going to start one of these without the keys? Yeah. It's madness, isn't it? But anyway, we're going to get this back to top condition. It's going to look absolutely lovely. I'm really looking forward to it. And we will check back with you, Keith, tomorrow. What am I going to see tomorrow?
I think we'll be filling some dents and rubbing some filler and blocking.
Yeah.
I mean, it took most of the day to strip it all down, which I anticipated.
Yeah.
I'll block a few bits, get a bit of filler in it, and then I think really tomorrow it's going to probably be...
I know at some point, I know this vehicle at some point was already booked in for some Dynodaze work. So it was actually going to have a inlet manifold fitted, a Skunk 2 Ultra series inlet manifold, and a Krpo map. So I don't know whether that's going to happen midway or what, or whether we're going to do the mapping right at the very end. And there she is. Now, the customer's had this, believe it or not, for several years. So that's a bargain right now because they're now a lot of money. So he didn't pay that much money for it 3 years ago. But yeah, so anyway, really looking forward to this one. This has been a really, really terribly long intro. I hope nobody minds. But run. I know. Run the Uncle Keith's paint shop footage. Well, day 2 on this beautiful DC5, and here's our Keith. He's still got his shorts on. Did a bit of rubbing, mate. Yeah, keep you warm. That plenty to do there by the looks of it. Lots to be rubbing. We'll have to get.
This is the worst panel on the car, I think. So
yeah.
Obviously, concentrate. Let's get this sorted. And the rest is ain't bad.
Yeah.
Well, this ain't bad, but
We'll have to get you an apprentice, won't we?
Yeah.
That'd be good. Right, I'll check back in a bit then, brother. Yeah, you need someone to shout at, don't you? Because shit only rolls downhill. That's why our Richard shouts at us all the time, ain't it, mate?
Probably prime the wing and then just some spot bits, not priming like full package.
Yeah. So explain what we're doing.
Put some primer on.
Excellent. Let's do it. Ready, guys?
Got a nice light grey, blue will paint over.
Yeah.
I've got to try and get this sort of ground coat to get the blues covered over.
Okay. Yeah, you might as well. And the reason it doesn't need to go all the way up there, Keith?
Yeah, I mean, right here, you really put a foam edge in there and prime to there, but there's nothing, there's no defects there or anything.
Got ya.
So, sort of prime in there, probably get primer in there and stuff.
Okay.
Try and make it sort of easy for yourself when you flat
Sure.
down.
Okay. Right, well, thanks for that, Keith. I shall come back in a bit. In a bit, mate.
Another day.
It won't be another day, will it? We'll do a bit later on, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, so back at Uncle Keith's paint shop, and we've got the DC5 Integra. Keith, where are we up to?
Shiny. I've got the base coat on.
Base coat. Okay, so is this all the coats of base coat it's ever having?
Yeah, that's it.
How many coats was that?
It's had 3 coats. And
3 coats.
Yeah.
What a lucky little girl she is.
Yeah, we've got some shiny on.
Shiny, shiny. We love a bit of shine. It's my favourite part, if I'm honest. So in the lacquer gun.
In the lacquer gun, we have some lacquer.
Yeah.
We're going to start on the roof. It's a bit weird with something like this because you've got to try and keep a wet edge. So
what's a wet edge mean?
The wet edge of lacquer. So basically, I've got to lacquer the roof and come down the pillar, but then I've got to run around the other side and get the wet edge from the middle of the roof and take it down the court of the other side.
All right.
And then because I can't lacquer half the roof, come down this side, then go to there. Because then by the time I go to the middle of the roof,
yeah,
that's too far gone.
Right. Okay.
The lacquer's not still open; it won't melt
into
itself.
Yeah.
So you got to. It looks like you're darting from one corner to the other, and you are kind of, but you can't. So if you lacquer it,
you can't have a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Rightio. Just so that people know what we're talking about, or what you're talking about, because I don't. Okay. Oh, this is the best bit.
So I mean, now you've got to go and get the wet edge from that side.
Okay. Beautiful. Shiny, shiny.
Now we've got to get the wet edge from that edge side again, you get what I mean?
I think so, yeah.
That's only just been lacquered. That was lacquered before, so now you got to get that wet edge, then you got to get back, get this wet edge.
Wow.
Well, you haven't got to. You can do it how you want.
Yeah, but this is how we're going to do it. I know you guys don't need me commentating, but by God, that already looks absolutely stunning. Wow. Watch the colour change. It's amazing. It's run out of lacquer. He's loaded up the next gun.
Reload.
Reload. Mate, that colour's stunning.
That's the first coat done.
First coat done. Fantastic. Right, we'll check back with you in a bit, my friend. Keith, you just mentioned to me that you don't lacquer to the back of the roof on the first coat of lacquer. Why is that?
Generally, no, because we've taken down the back of the screen, and if you do 2 full coats, the lacquer will run off the back edge. So what I normally do is lacquer almost to the edge, then on the second coat, then do a full.
Got ya.
Full one. So it's got like a full coat at the back.
Tricks
if you do 2 full coats, and if you imagine you do 2 full coats, but you overlap in the middle.
Yeah.
So that's got 4 coats on.
Got ya.
If you do 2 full coats, where you go to one side, that's got a coat, then you come the other side, that's got another coat. So that ends up with like 4 coats, and it can run off the back.
A quarter build
So
up.
I've just found the best way is to hold it off, and then just put 1 full coat on it.
There you go. Top tips for any aspiring car painters.
You got it here first.
Yeah, Uncle Keith. He's your uncle, that's why. Let your uncle at it. Okay, so it's had its final coat of lacquer, I believe, Keith.
2 coats.
2 coats.
And a bake.
And a bake. It looks It just looks phenomenal. I don't even know whether the video can pick it up. I mean, it's going to go outside into the sunshine tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
we'll get it and then we'll have a look around it outside tomorrow in the sunshine.
Yeah, as Keith always says, there's a bit of a nib and a polish always to do.
Yeah, there's always.
But
it seems to be about 5 in the whole car, which I don't think is bad.
it looks stunning. I really don't even think the video will pick it up how good that looks. But I've really enjoyed making this video, especially seeing the lacquer go on earlier.
We use row of lights around the middle, don't we?
Yeah, we did order an oven with lights.
Yeah, I know. That'd be nice. If we ever get to the point where we can add them into the oven, that'd be nice, I think.
I think we shall, mate.
That
I think
will
we
help
shall.
me.
Yes.
Obviously the panels are low down, aren't they?
Yeah, and they curve that way, don't they, as well?
So it's sort of-
But it looks phenomenal. So we'll have a look at it in the sunshine tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look good, Jano?
Yeah, it's lush.
It is lush, ain't it?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think me too, mate. I can't afford one. But it looks absolutely spectacular. Right, Keith, we'll leave you to unbag it.
We'll unbag it.
Unbag it. So you can unwrap the present, and then I think then you've got to get on with some bumpers and stuff, ain't you?
There's plenty to be...
Still plenty to do. Right, we'll check back with you tomorrow.
I'll see you... Saturday tomorrow.
Saturday tomorrow, mate, yeah. All right, we'll see you in the morning. Sneaky peek. It's still only Friday. It's not a Saturday. But the sun is glorious. So we wanted to have a bit of a look. And yes, doesn't she look well? Oh, that's beautiful, Keith. It's very nice.
I think it's all down to the colour, mate. I think the colour looks stunning.
It does. Well, I'm excited to see it go back together after you've painted the rest of it. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick it up, but it's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so it is Tuesday morning. We've buried the Queen, not personally, but God rest her soul. And now it's back on with the DC5. How you doing now, Keith?
All right, mate.
What we doing?
Car's painted.
Car is painted, it looks stunning.
A bit sick rather in the move, and then we're just going to flatten down the paint.
Flat them down and paint. So this is the rest of the kit that's got to be bolted on, correct?
Rear spoiler.
Rear spoiler, then in the booth, in the dark booth, we have a front bumper, a rear bumper, a front lip. Is that a rear lip? What's
Rear,
that?
rear
Rear
leg.
lip. Put the lights on. Put the lights on. So these are prepped. Are these just basically ready for paint now?
They're primed, got to get them ready for paint.
Oh, they're primed but ready. Got to get ready for paint.
Yeah.
Well, lots to get on with, my friend.
A few stone chips on the front.
Yeah.
There's a lot on the rear bumper, but I think sometimes you're better off putting a nice coat of primer on it, and then your base coat goes over that nice, and it just turns out nice.
I've been following another channel, a paint guy. I forget his name now. Tony, is that it?
Tony's refinishing.
Tony's refinishing.
Your comments on there, I'll watch him as well.
Yeah, I've been following him. He's been going through a bit of summer. So I sent him best wishes from Dynodaze and Uncle Keith's.
Yeah, that's cool.
Everyone needs a cuddle sometimes, don't they? Yeah, we can all get a bit low, can't we? So it was nice to hear him as a man talking about his feelings. Have you got any feelings, Keith?
Feelings? Yeah, we've all got feelings.
We've all got feelings, don't we, mate?
You get a bit lonely in here on your own sometimes.
Do you get a bit lonely in there?
Yeah. There's no one else here, is there?
I'm only down there, mate. I'm only 2 doors down, man. Just next door if you ever need me. This is all Keith needs to keep him company. A beautiful Honda. Oh. Hey, okay.
Drop coating these blue bits before clear.
What's that called? A drop coat? Ran out.
Now,
These look lovely, mate. You have to give me a shout when you put some shiny on it.
probably about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Not long.
Right, I'll come back in 10 minutes. Right, what we got in here, kid?
Clear.
This is my favourite bit, you know.
Integra bits.
This
It is the most. It is the nicest. bit,
It's the
mate.
most satisfying to watch. Let's go into the place where the magic happens. Where you starting? Clockwise then. Clockwise. It's warm in here, mate. I wish I had took my hoodie off.
Burners off.
It's warm, mate.
I think it's the speed you have to work at.
Yeah, maybe. What pressure are we rocking?
About 2 bar.
About 2 bar.
Yeah, I don't really want to get.
Because anything less than 2 bars a day, ain't
Yeah,
it?
that's right. It's just asthmatic.
Yeah.
So I'll just sort of. You can see where the paint's going on nice and how you want it to be. And
Yeah.
rather than stand there looking at numbers, you can just.
You feel it?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, you do. The base coat, I like to set it. Because you're trying to get the base coat to lay down properly and the metallic to sit right. I know that's probably a bit contradictory, but I like it with base coat, but on clear coat, I just like you just thumping it on.
You always get me to lay down properly, Keith.
I can't even answer that.
First coat on.
Yeah, these you probably have to turn them down, or she'll blow them off the stand.
Yeah.
This is difficult because there's a lot of different angles and bits and bobs to get. So on your first coat, just really just try and get a coat on it, and then the second coat, I'll then check all around the edges, make sure we get absolutely everywhere, because they are tricky. Because you know, it's not just paint and flat.
Awesome. Well done, Keith.
Cheers, man.
Action. Do a little dance.
I'm not doing a dance.
Right, I'm particularly proud of this vehicle, ladies and gentlemen, and it's actually been here a little while. More, probably longer than most vehicles are. It's been here over a week.
Yeah, this car was dropped off last Saturday, was it dropped off? And we were ready to start on the Monday? No, it was dropped off on the Monday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was dropped off last Monday. It's been in Uncle Key's paint shop. He's been prepping away furiously and got the shell painted. He started bolting a few bits back on that this morning, so he got some trestles and stuff back so he can carry on painting some more bits for it. And we've had it in our shop now, fitted an inlet manifold.
Stuck to inlet manifold, Ultra Series, and a 70mm throttle body.
70mm throttle body, and then mapped on Krpo Ecu.
After he fitted a Krpo Ecu.
Yeah, so we've done that. So, I mean, pretty much like, I think what Dan's saying is you're proud of this because it's, you know, we are getting to the point now where there's nothing here we can't do. You know, we've got the paint shop, so we can do any paint and body.
Yeah.
We can do the builds, and we were doing the builds anyway, so that's not really a problem. We can do the fabrication and all that side of things.
The lad Alex, who owns it, really nice guy. Been speaking to him for several weeks beforehand, offering what advice we could give for his car, etc. Talking about paintwork, talking about modifications and map. I think he was actually booked in for his map before he booked in for his paintwork.
Yeah, I think the reason he booked in for his paintwork is some unscrupulous person tried to steal the car, had a real good rip on the passenger door and damaged it, and then he had to buy a second-hand door to put on it, and at that point it was like, this car's starting to look a mess. Yeah. And he wasn't happy with that. He wanted to paint it anyway, but it perhaps would have been a little bit longer down the line.
Sure.
But yeah, obviously because of the damage, he decided obviously he wanted to paint it and get it done, so we've accommodated for that. Like I said, Keith's been on it a week. It should be done by the end of this week. We've obviously done our part today. Obviously the car's pretty well still stripped and not got a lot going on. The reason I
No glass in it.
well, I took the car today was obviously it ain't got the front end on it. I said obviously if I want to be leaning over it, you know, putting my bits on, I don't want to be leaning over fresh paintwork. So let's get that done out of the way, and then obviously you can have the car back and just fit it up for the remainder of the week then.
But what a beautiful car a DC5 is anyway, and when it leaves Uncle Keith's paint shop, it's going to be probably the nicest you're ever going to see one.
Well, there's two good things about this car. One, I love the colour.
Yeah,
it's the
beautiful.
beautiful colour in blue, and then obviously being fresh paint just, yeah, tops it off.
Top me off.
Yeah.
Finish me off, mate.
Right, should we have a look at the graph?
I think we'll have a look at the graph. Let's do it. Made some good power. Well, as we always say, red line is as she came in, blue line is as she leaves. We've made some power in the mid-range, a great big dollop of power in the mid-range, and peak power as well. And we finish on 239 brake horsepower and 202 at the wheels. I turned around to show you the car. You've seen it on the dyno. Like Richard said, there's bits missing. Jono's going to unstrap it now, but the end of this video will show this in its full glory just before it's getting handed over to the customer. Really looking forward to seeing the customer's face, because that's what it's all about. It's all about making people happy, and well, I'm happy, and I'm just getting the opportunity to work with it. So yeah, well, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. Well, it's been 2 weeks coming, but this is the end of the DC5 video. And as you know, it's been at Uncle Keith's for a full respray. It's been into the Dynodaze workshop for a Skunk 2 Ultra Series manifold, throttle body and a remap. And my God, this car is beautiful. And I know I say that about every car that's at Uncle Keith's paint shop, but sometimes it takes a little bit of something special to give your willy a twitch, and this is twitching it, I'm telling you. Oh look, there's a customer's car just turned up, so we better get on with this video. Keith, come on, tell me something about this car.
Hello, man.
Where are you? What are you hiding for? Come on.
Can I come out?
You can come out now. You finish your work. Be nice for your family to see you again.
I'm going now. Yeah, this is done. I'm well happy. Yeah, I can go home finally.
You got to be.
And I'm really pleased with it.
You got to be proud of it. It looks $1 million.
I think the colour helps a lot. I don't think I can take full credit for what the colour looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that looks. I don't think there are many people that say they wouldn't want to own that.
It's
absolutely stunning, ain't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Aren't we proud, man?
Really pleased with how that went.
Yeah. So it's had a full hit. So apart from the bonnet, which was
the bonnet's
carbon,
so, yeah.
it's the lot. It's had the glass out. It's just had everything.
Yeah, glass out, handles out. You'll see it in the video, won't you? Bumpers off, lights out. Just take as much off as we can to make it as nice as as nice as.
Has he had some badges turned up?
I'm not seeing any badges, That's the only thing we're missing, I think.
Yeah, I've not seen any.
I mean, it doesn't look too odd, but it does need the front Honda one and the rear Honda one, don't it?
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need the other ones on, but I think it's craving the Honda badges.
It's so beautiful. I like the fact that everyone's had something to do on this car, whether it be selling a...
It's the full team, ain't it? It's coming.
It's the full T, whether it's had a Skunk 2 inlet manifold on it, or a full respray, or a map. Everyone's been involved.
And it looks amazing, ain't it?
Yeah, so proud of it. So proud of how it's turned out.
It's made some burrs.
Yeah, I think he's going to absolutely love it. I really do think he's going to absolutely love it. I just wish maybe we had some better camera gear so that I could really show it off. But it's so beautiful. Well, guys, thanks for getting to the end of this video. I know it's been a long one. Thanks for watching, commenting, sharing. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support. We'll continue to do a good job like this. And yeah, peace out. We'll see you on the next one, won't we, Keith?
We will indeed.
We will indeed. Oh, and
And if you need a touch up,
Uncle Keith will touch you up.
yeah. And
Satisfaction guaranteed.
or you dent back.
every single video.
Nobody's had the dent back yet, but I mean,
No, they've not.
there's always going to be a first, isn't there?
Yeah.
Before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.